the keys, run the office, do all of the things. She was fantastic, great worker. 3.5 years silently went past until he noticed that she started taking more and more sick leave. But he didn't want to be the boss that was like, oh, hey, what's going on? Are you okay? Didn't want to be that guy. So in essence, what happened is he had to go and check in some of the payroll records. Now, Donna had been running the payroll solo. What do you think might have happened? Yeah. So as it turned out, the week that she'd just had off previously actually hadn't been classified as sick leave. She'd paid herself ordinary time. And when he went back through that, he noticed that she was minus 38 hours in personal leave. He thought, oh, maybe this is a mistake. Something's going a bit wrong here. So he went back through the records over the previous 12 months and actually found out that this lady that he had, and he said to me, I've trusted her completely, had actually, in effect, paid herself $10,000 worth of payments for time that she didn't actually work. So what did Dave do? Had a conversation with her. One of the conversations that we were talking about earlier, the difficult conversations. Donna, I found this. What's happened? So effectively, something's moving. Effectively, what happened there is 1 week later, he got a work cover claim. So now there's no Donna, there's 10,000 in the hole, he's got no one to do the work and he doesn't know what to do. That's when he calls me on a Tuesday afternoon and he is so surprised that she would ever do this to him. So 6 weeks later, she's been paid for a complete stand down for that entire time. The work cover claim is still there. He manages to manage this situation, but there's still an adverse action claim. That whole time, $28,000 out of pocket for trusting one person. That's the cost of She'll Be Right HR. Now, Dave was a good person, he still is, he's great, still works with us, but he trusted this person and thought, she'll be right, not through being lazy, not through being anything other than busy. That's one example of where it's really important to get your foundations right. Had he had a contract with her and had he had a position description, there would have been checks and balances to make sure that she wasn't payrolling herself. That's one example of She'll Be Right HR that really wasn't right. Now, moving on to Craig. Craig, again, great guy, has a business, has been in business for about 40 years. Had an advisor that had drafted up a 2017 employment agreement. So that's the thing that kind of sits alongside the award that says what your people would get paid. And if you don't follow that, then you into an award. So he calls us, asked for our help. We did a review. Turns out that 2017 agreement was never registered with Fair Work. It was never in effect, and all agreements were sunset from 2023, which in effect then means that people should have been paid to the award. Now, if I'm talking jargon, this is the bottom line that I want you all to be aware of, because it is jargon, and it's hard to know from a business owner's perspective. $190,000 in wage underpayments. Crazy, right? For something that you're not too sure about. And then there's Julie. Same thing, business owner. Any Julies in the room? This one goes out to you, there's support out there. So for Julie, she's got a business, handful of employees, 8 again, similar to Dave. She has tried really hard to empower her team to make decisions, but nobody is making decisions, and all of the decisions are coming up to her. What do you think that does? Bottleneck, slows everything down. Customers are being impacted, team members are being impacted, decisions aren't being made quickly enough. Problem. No decisions, no structure, missed opportunities, slower growth. Now, in essence, these aren't HR problems. They're business foundation problems. So strong businesses start with solid foundations, and if you're going to take anything away out of my very short gossip session tonight, I would recommend that you, if you haven't already, set up your contracts, set up your policies, and make sure that each and every person has got a very recent position description so that you're both super clear on what you've done. And if you do have someone doing their own payroll, put in a second line of check. Now, as strong businesses do start with strong foundations, what we are doing, and Luke did let this cat out of the bag a little bit earlier, but we have decided to give all of you lovely people free access to the HR Hub. You can share that with your business network should you like. In essence, the HR Hub has got everything that you need to set yourself up from the beginning. So in front of you, there's a check sheet, and feel free to take these with you, but does every single person who works for you have a signed current written contract in your files? Is the person who run your payroll, if they took 6 weeks off tomorrow, could you still do it? In the last 12 months, has everybody had a performance management conversation? And looking 12 months out from now, and this is where you move from reactive to proactive, to which Kate is going to spend some time talking to us all this evening about, that's where you move the needle. So sign up to the HR Hub, and that's where all of your documents are. If you're unsure and you've got people in your organisation that you're like, oh, I need to have a difficult conversation, maybe this is a HR issue, drop us a line. I'd be happy to take a call with you to walk you through it. Thank you.